Unless you've been living under a rock, you definitely noticed that the crypto market has been rallying for months. A barrage of Bitcoin spot ETF applications, BlackRock's Ethereum ETF application, and an upcoming Bitcoin halving is just a few of the numerous bullish catalysts that crypto has going for it. It almost feels like a bull market is coming, or I mean, it's already happening.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening.
Either way, this video might give you useful tips on how not to fumble a bull market, so be sure to watch until the end. Okay, first and foremost, acknowledge the shift in market conditions. Being in the trenches of a bear market for prolonged periods of time can condition you to be overly skeptical of the idea of a bull market, which can cost you. Therefore, when the market is showing you signs of strength, it's wise to be on your toes and be ready to adopt a different mindset. Having the appropriate outlook on the market will help you make the right decisions with your funds. After all, if you're still here,
I'm still here.
Hasn't the reason for following a 2-year bear market been to ensure that you are well positioned for the next bull run? Simply being bullish in a bull market is probably not enough, however, and you'll need a plan to navigate the markets. This tip is important enough to be worth repeating. It doesn't really matter if you are day trading, swing trading, buy and holding, or DCAing. A well thought out plan should detail your investment or trading strategy and ensure that you have a good reason for every action you take in the market. And then developing the discipline to stick to your plan is just as crucial as making one. Don't just abandon your playbook whenever a meme coin pumps 20% in a day. Now, while crypto Twitter and like-minded friends can be valuable for identifying opportunities, it's important to maintain a healthy level of skepticism and always DYOR. You should also be careful to not let social media and peers influence your decision making in the market, which brings back the point of sticking to your plan. In fact, having a plan is so important that it's worth zooming in on 2 specific aspects: risk management and profit taking. While there's no guarantee that your plan will make you the gains that you expect, managing your risk or losses is one thing that you must nail down if you're hoping to have any chance of succeeding in the long run. Now, you might be tempted to bet big on a shiny new altcoin in expectation of huge amounts of profit, but you must also be mindful of the losses that you're able to take. This is because, like compounding returns, losses can compound quickly if you are careless. For example, if you experience a 10% loss on your portfolio, you will need an 11% gain to get back to break even. A 25% loss takes a 33% gain to recover. If you lose half of your money, you will need to make double that just to break even. And if you somehow manage to lose 80% of your capital, you will need a whopping 500% gain just to get back to where you started. Now, that being said, I'm not trying to scare you, so don't be overly afraid to experience some losses in the markets, especially in a bull market, but you simply have to identify your risk tolerance as well as how much returns you can expect from your strategy and manage your risk accordingly. Now, some people may prefer a steadily appreciating portfolio, while others may prefer a more aggressive approach and can handle more downside and volatility. Regardless of your strategy, having a solid risk management plan ensures that you will always stay in the game regardless of what the market throws at you. Besides risk management, you should also have a plan for taking profits. When we're experiencing an uptrending market, it can sometimes feel like the market just keeps going up and up and up only. Then you wake up one day and all you see on your screen is a sea of red. You get upset as you watch what was big amounts of profit diminish dramatically. You might even hold on to your bags hoping for prices to recover, but there's no telling if or when that would happen. Now, this could have been easily avoided if you had a plan for taking profits. The reason for taking profits is twofold. First, taking profits permanently locks in your hard-earned gains and secure wins. It is the only way to ensure you make money in the markets. There's nothing more heartbreaking than seeing what could have been a great win turn into a loss, which leads us to the next reason for profit taking. By taking profit, even partial profits, you are less likely to be affected psychologically by market volatility. It ensures that you will be less frustrated if the market pulls back, with, of course, the added bonus of having spare cash to buy the dip if you wanted to. However, there is such a thing as taking profit too early, typically out of fear. That is why it is important to plan your take profit targets early on and stick to them. Our next tip is to manage your emotions. Even with a plan, you would still feel powerful emotions such as fear, greed, and impatience. And if you're not careful and indulge in these emotions too much, they can cloud your judgment and lead you to make emotional decisions. Fear can cause you to be frozen out when it is time to buy during a dip, which can then lead to FOMO if a large move happens after you've sidelined yourself. Greed can cause you to have unrealistic expectations about your investments, which in turn makes you risk too much or hold on to trades longer than you plan to. And impatience can lead you to jump in and out of trades and investments out of boredom, costing you fees and progress. If you don't get a handle on your emotions, they will put a toll on your well-being, which could snowball easily into making significantly worse decisions and financial losses. In the long run, your discipline and how well you manage your emotions can dictate your level of success.
Great success.
If you ever struggle to feel grounded, do yourself a favor by logging off and touching some grass. Okay, our last tip is to consider measuring your portfolio in BTC or ETH terms rather than just in USD or fiat terms. These are the largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, have the largest network effects, and are generally considered the least risky. While it may be nice holding various altcoins when their prices skyrocket, it's also important to remember that their potential for higher returns also comes with higher risk. Therefore, when considering an altcoin holding, it's important to consider their risk-adjusted returns. Simply put, if your much riskier altcoin is underperforming Bitcoin or Ethereum over the long term, well then, why are you even holding that altcoin? Well, hopefully this video has offered you some important insights on not just making the best out of a crypto bull market, but costly pitfalls to avoid as well. So, good luck, and if you want more tips on being well prepared for a crypto bull market, well then be sure to check out our previous video right here.